Okay, what is this thing again? 2013?
Yeah, 2013 Malibu.
And what's the issue?
Here's the stabilized bar, the stabilized track. Yeah,
Stabilization.
and brake assist, which I think is both together.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and just stick the computer on it, see what it says. Uh, 2013. Doing, doing, doing. I was looking for the button, but I couldn't find it. There should be a way to turn them off, but then everybody turn them off and then they'd be mad.
You can sit in it.
There's engine codes and anti-lock brake codes. Multi-axis acceleration sensor. Power steering one code. The engine oil pressure switch is the one for the engine. Didn't we go through that once before?
Yeah. And and since then I replaced those things for the
Cam actuators?
yeah. Well,
so here's part of the code to us. It's C0040. Right front wheel speed sensor circuit erratic. Symptom of current DTC. Test not passed since DTC cleared. Test failed. You can see that. Anyway, it's probably going to be our issue, because usually a wheel bearing or a wheel speed sensor or something else, anything like that that happens, they automatically make that stable track shut off and all, just for safety. Okay, the right front is the top one. I don't know if you guys can see any of that. Okay, we need to be able to come to a complete stop.
okay.
Everything we're going to do is between 3 and 10 mile an hour at the very, very most. 3 and 5 is probably. Okay, so now you can see there is a difference. You got some spikes here. I don't know if they'll be able to see that or not.
I know it.
Why, you know, I don't understand. You'd think
that make it screen glare proof.
Yeah, or something a little better, because most time you're outside or something in it. It's just harder to see on the camera too. Okay, now go, just let it roll. See, they both ramped up about the same. Now right there was a little spike down, 2 spikes down, 3 spikes down, 4 spikes down. This one only had a little U. Okay. When we get down here, go real slow to make this right-hand turn, because I want to make sure when you make the right-hand turn, if there's a wiring issue or something like that, you might get a. But see, this speed sensor is dropping. See the little arrows down? See if I get a screenshot of that later or something. If I can't see it on
I
here.
can see them.
I know, but don't know if they can see them. So you got one little bump there. Everything looks to be like it's reading. It's just this one is, like they say, it's a little more erratic. And then what we're going to have to do here in a minute, we're going to have to slow down again, because you got to be, the slower you can go and make this thing respond. See, there's the 2 dropouts right there.
Well, it was the lay of the land was giving me a hard time with my speed there.
Well, yeah. See, I keep getting a bunch of them little spikes downwards. Can you see them?
Yeah. Not supposed to see those.
No, see, this is the left. That's the left rear. I should have got the right or the left front. What was I thinking? Here, I'll bring you right back. So I don't know what's going on. Something screwy going on here. I can't get the right front and the left front. Keeps wanting to give me the rears. So go ahead and go slow. I already seen enough that I think we got dropouts on that right front. That's what the code said. Get up here just a little farther, then just put it in neutral and let it roll backwards a second. I don't know if they're gonna be able to see anything or not, but I keep seeing all the drops down on that one. I'll bring you back because I don't think you guys are seeing this. So here's the left front speed sensor. If you see, it was completely flat right there. Now if I go to the right front where the code is, you can see these little spikes coming down all over the place. I mean, it's got spikes everywhere. It's the only wheel doing it. Those are little dropout spikes. That's why you got to go really slow to do this stuff. If you was up to highway speed, you probably wouldn't even see those. So at the looks of it, we might be going for the right front wheel bearing.
I have replaced the left front wheel bearing on this. It's been several years ago.
Bad thing is I got a front and a rear.
Please don't be doing
it. So far, so good. No, don't. Last time, I don't know what you guys could see, but we had a bunch of little spikes coming down on this top one. This is the top one's the front right wheel sensor. That's where we put the bearing in the sensor. You can hear the rust on them rotors.
Yeah.
Getting the new pads.
One on the right side's spiking up.
That's the
the
left rear. I think the right front looks tremendously better.
One little spike here.
Yeah, but that's...
You're gonna get that every once in a while, aren't you?
Yeah, little. We're not like we did before. That's funny. Years and years I spent trying to keep cars running when I come to a stop. Now they shut off on me.
Doesn't really seem right.
No, it don't. I had that one old Cutlass, had that 350 in it, Chevey. And I had put them some kind of anti-pump uplifters. I forget who even made them now. I think it was the worst thing ever, especially when that motor started getting wore out and I started losing oil pressure. You'd be sitting there at a red light and all of a sudden you hear click, 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 click. And if you sat there long enough, it would start missing. You had to keep it neutral and rev it up to keep the oil pressure up.
Lifter flats.
Well, I'd say we're a lot better off than we was on that wheel anyway. Because I mean, before we had everything we did had drops. Go get on the highway and go up by the old IGA and turn around and come back. Get the speed and see if it sets a code or anything. Right now it looks better than it did. you guys can see or not, but see the full moon. But see, we don't have all those deadly spikes coming down like we had.
The erratic.
The erraticness.
Erraticness. Nothing's come up yet. Nothing over here anyway.
Nothing here yet either. The left rear dial looks okay. I don't know what we had back there. I didn't remember seeing any on the left rear the first time. Or maybe it was just that the right front was doing so much that... Coast backward just a wiggle bit.
Wait a minute. Okay. I wanted to see if the brake assist was working, and it is.
Was it before?
No. We can't go too far.
That's good.
Out in the road.
I just wanted to make sure there wasn't no spikes going either direction. Oh, the moon. Christmas apparel house.
Okay.
So I think we're okay.
I think it was that sensor.
I don't know if it was a sensor or a little bit of both.
Well, causing the spikes, but it still needed.
Yeah.
The bearing will never know because we beat the crap out of it.
Yeah. Well, by hand, it's hard to know.
Yeah.
A lot of wheel bearings, I find, it's like that and all. If you cut them apart, it looks different too, but you can't feel them by hand.
Because it doesn't have the weight against it.
Exactly. You don't have the weight and the leverage of the tire. You know,
you're just freewheeling it. Well, there's no lights or anything that came on.
Just have him drive it somewhere tomorrow a little bit and see. Make sure it don't come on. After he drives it for a few miles, I'd recheck the torque and the lug nuts.
Yeah. I don't know how much driving it he's going to be doing. He'll be coming back down Christmas. See, a brake assist, you can feel that shit.
At least the spikes are gone. So
oh, and the eco gauge is working again too. That wasn't working before.
but see, we also cleared all them codes, so so there's two factors there. Some of that stuff, if you get a code, it shuts other stuff off. But I don't see no spike. I mean, I don't see nothing that stands out like we did the last time.
Yeah, it was pretty noticeable. I mean, it was
you could notice the spikes.
Consistent too.
Yes. Crunch, 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 crunch.
I'm gonna try to get up in here so you can get out. Because I'm gonna put this where you are probably. I think you can get out.
Yeah.
Okay, don't.